Good evening, South Florida, and thank you for joining us. I'm Manny Simone for Wilton Live. Today is Thursday, July the 26th, and we're bringing you the headlines that you need to know from our partner, South Florida Gay News. Brought to you by our sponsor, Varsity Gay League Fort Lauderdale. You might be interested in joining a local kickball or dodgeball league, and if so, you can check them out online today. Now, let's get your headlines. A federal appeals court has reaffirmed its decision to keep in place an injunction barring the Trump administration from enforcing its transgender military ban, setting the stage for an initial review of the policy at the U.S. Supreme Court before U.S. Associate Justice Anthony Kennedy steps down. Peter Wren, senior attorney with the Western Regional Office at Lambda Legal, affirmed the Trump administration could seek a stay of the preliminary injunction with the Supreme Court, but said chances for a stay are low. In your neighborhood. An affordable housing project for seniors planned for the city's Gateway stalled this month because of parking problems and concerns that it was ugly. If approved, the nearly $15 million project proposed by Car4 Supportive Housing, Inc. would put a 4-story L-shaped plaza on the northwest corner of the Pride Center at Equality Park. It would be one of the first things visitors see when they enter the city from the south. Nicholas Berry, Planning and Zoning Board Chairman at the July 9th meeting, said, "I think it looks like a hospital or jail." From the U.S. Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette said Friday that state law does not ban discrimination against LGBT people, declaring a commission's interpretation to be invalid while stating that only the legislature or voters can expand the law to provide such protections. Schuette wrote that while the significance of the issue is not lost on this office, the power to change Michigan law only lies with the legislature or the people themselves through the initiative. Stay tuned during a brief sponsored message. I'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. And now, from around the globe. Thousands of Israeli LGBT advocates and their supporters went on strike across the country Sunday, protesting the exclusion of gay men from a recently passed surrogacy law. Protesters marched in Tel Aviv and other Israeli cities on Sunday, waving rainbow flags and briefly blocking a major highway. The community is outraged after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu pledged to pass legislation supporting surrogacy for gay fathers. He then voted against it, apparently under pressure from his ultra-Orthodox Jewish coalition partners. This week in politics. The news conference that followed President Trump's meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Helsinki led to jaw-dropping reactions across the globe, including from LGBT advocates and observers who say it had a negative impact on LGBT rights despite Trump's backpedaling days later. Trump's words gave credence to the notion Putin has compromising material on Trump that's keeping the US president under Russia's control. And finally, from the world of sports. A nude portrait of Tom Daley, drawn by legendary gay artist David Hockney, is now hanging in the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. The Olympic diver posted a photo of the sketch on Instagram, which he posed naked for last year. Daley, a double world champion in the 10-meter platform event, says, "Well, that was definitely weird. My mom and son seeing me naked. I know my mom's seen me naked, but I was very young when that last happened." That's all for this week's headlines, everybody. Don't forget, you can always visit SFGN.com to view these complete stories and much more. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Manny Simone for Wilton Live, and your loyalty to our broadcast is always appreciated. And we'll see you back right here next week. Have a great evening.